Okay, well, Stream Elements has decided to join the chat today, so welcome, Stream Elements. And it looks like the internet's gonna cooperate for the moment. So, yay! Alrighty. We are in Streamland Park. I do apologize for the time change today, but had to do some stuff earlier today, and it was just better to do it now than earlier. We had a lot of stuff going on during the time that stream would have been happening. So it's just for today. Next Friday should be back to normal time. Back to the afternoon. We might be adding an extra Planet Zoo day on Monday nights. Maybe just to give me a chance to catch up further on the husband. Because 2 of my live streams kind of equate to one of his. That might be what we end up doing. So when we were last together, I don't know if I want to leave this piece here. I mean, I probably should, but it seems kind of unnecessary. I don't know. We'll probably leave it be. Okay. So when we last left off, we were working on this. I had started putting the hedging in, and then I was trying to figure out how we were going to handle this up here. I wasn't sure if we were going to do the whole thing hedgy or not, but I think I decided to, yes, we were going to do the whole thing hedgy. So we are just going to jump back in here and keep on going. I'm excited to get back into Oceania. I have some ideas. Oh, I was gonna say, why isn't this turning? Because vertical snaps on. That is always the answer as to why it's not turning. Most of the time, for me. Alright, so I hope everybody had a good week. It is Friday still, for me, at least. I think we're gonna have to tilt back inward just a skosh. That's a little too much. Too much skosh. Alright, let's... can we get that one to... Okay. So, but yeah, when we last left off in here, we were working on this... No. We're working on this area. Yeah, no, that's not at all what I wanted. Okay. Oh, wait, no. Dang it. I forgot. I wanted to do this before we came back in here. Alrighty. So I did get the speed felt for episode 7 posted. That is up on the channel. It's nothing new, it's the same project. It's just all of it in one video now. For those that wanted to see the finished product instead of watching it piece by piece. That is now available. That might be too much of a turn there. So this is gonna cut into this, but I think I'm okay with that. I think I am, at least. See what this looks like as we get this in here. Like, I may change my mind about it. But yeah, Oceana's coming along. I got the entrance. The entrance building's almost finished. There's a couple more touches I want to do to it before I'm ready to really call that finished. Is that fake grass? It is shrubbery. Manicured shrubbery. And how's it going? How was your week? Oh, yeah, we're gonna need 2 there.
Hey, Doug.
It's just not quite. It sticks out though. My hand is twitching. Not in a happy way. I might just have to accept the fact that that's going to be a little weird there. God, who does your landscaping? It's horrible. Okay. Well, that's good. Alright, I'm gonna pause in that section because we're gonna come back and finish that. I do want to finish up here before we get too carried away. But no, I've got some ideas for my garden section and how I want to branch off into my gondola building. Well, that's a bit of a... There we go, that's better. I really, really, really wanted to get a speed build done in that this week. The time just wasn't there. I tried. The final edit pass through on the speed felt video took me 2.5 days. Actually, no. It took me 3 days. Because I didn't finish it till last night, putting the audio on it. So, yeah, about 3 days. Well, I guess maybe 2.5, because I did stream yesterday. So it wasn't like I worked on it the entirety of the day. So, yeah, we'll stick with 2.5 days, I guess. That was after the husband's pass through. So, after husband's pass, I ended up cutting out about another half an hour. And I probably could have cut more. But I didn't really see the other spots until I did the final render. And at that point, I'm like, no, it's done. We're done. I want to be done this now. So we still have to work on the speed felt for episode 8. On the needle felting tutorials. That edit might start later this week, maybe. It might take us about 2 weeks to finish. It depends on if he's helping me on that one or not.
Yeah, I'll help you the other one.
Okay. So yeah, maybe 2 weeks. We've got 2 other projects that, well, I have 2 other projects I have him helping me with. Because he's a little more tech savvy than I am. One of those projects we can't do anything about until maybe next week, I don't know. Kind of depends on if there's a government shutdown or not. So, we'll see what happens with that. It's been something that I've been wanting to do for a while. But we realized we're kind of time crunched on that project if we want to do it this year.
Which project?
The fire pit.
Oh, right.
Because the mother-in-law and his aunt are going to be returning sometime mid-October, towards the end of October, potentially. So we'll have to see what happens there. Alright, so we got that in. Kind of feel like we need something around here just to finish hedging that out. I might hedge out this section too, but I want to finish with the building itself first. We need to get some umbrellas under here. So we have a fly-through video that I have the husband trying to work on for the last challenge zoo. Oh, that's tall. Oh, that's because that's way up in the air. Okay. This is probably not the final color on this. Oh, I don't like that. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. It needs to be all one color. Question is, do we want this big ass guy? Do we want the little fringies? We need a round one. This might be more cafe friendly on this guy. Let's see here. I mean, we could do it like that, and then he's kinda... Oh wait, that snapped to the table, so it's the light that's off center. Alright, so we're gonna have to do that with like everyone here. Because we are still outside, so I still feel like we should have these guys. The tables in the upper deck, maybe they're VIP seating areas. Those, wow, that light's really off. All of these lights are really off. those probably won't get these. Okay, you are super... Really? You're not gonna let me... Oh, hey. You're like peeking through the bottom. Ha! Got you. Brat. Alright, that's a little better. I know I'm never gonna get them in there 100% because it's me. But I would at least like to make it look like we tried a little bit harder than that. What?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought you were laughing at me.
No, I haven't drained it.
Okay, so put that there, and these, well, I mean, these other two aren't too badly off. We'll let them be. Okay, so we've got our grub sign here. Alright, signs, wall signs. Let's see, what do we have under miscellaneous? Alright, let's go shop signs. Where are they? Are they under props? No. They're under actual lights. There we go. Alright. So for grubs... For grubs, I think we're gonna do... Let's see here. Do this guy. So anybody have plans for this weekend? Anything fun and exciting happening in your neck of the woods? We actually had to cut my hair last night. Oh, I was so upset. I used to have really, really long hair. Like my hair used to be down, like if I tilted my head back a little bit, my hair would, actually, touch like the top of my butt. And then I cut it, because it was getting to be a pain in the ass when it got to be that long, and I started doing like maybe middle of my back, just past my shoulders, and you know, just long enough that I could, you know, throw it up in a ponytail or put a clip in it, or, you know, do a small braid in it just to get it out of my way. And then my neck got really super fucked. And for some reason, like, my hair doesn't weigh that much, but the slight weight of my hair, even at like just past the top of my shoulders, starts triggering massive amounts of migraines. It's fucking ridiculous. So I really didn't want to cut it yet, because I keep trying to get it long enough where I can, you know, braid it and get it out of my way. And I felt like I was just about to the right length to be able to do that. And my body is just like, hey girl, what we're not doing is this. Is that the right height? Are these all the right height? Yeah. It's about the height I had them at. So I was kind of upset. I was trying to wait until we went to the zoo on Tuesday. Well, we're gonna try to go to the zoo on Tuesday. We will see what happens. We never know what kind of day it's gonna be. But we're gonna try. We're shooting for Tuesday. Like, we're gonna make plans for that to happen. We're gonna get our tickets for Tuesday. Get stuff for our lunch. Because I gotta tell you, the last time we went that we didn't bring our lunch and we tried to eat there, the food was not the same as it had been the previous time. And it was so expensive. And we can bring our own food, they don't care. Except, you know, no glass, that kind of stuff. No glass, no alcohol, that's fine. I think they sell alcohol on the premises, they just don't want you bringing it in. Fair enough. Not that we would be drinking anyway. We don't really drink, number one. Can't afford to. Number two. And with that far of a drive, this is like way out into the pathway here. Did not want to be this far out. We're gonna have to do some adjusting here. Yeah, and with a 2-hour drive, why would we? That's just asking for problems, so. It's like, no, I'm good. I'm good. So, we thought we had a cooler, and we did have a cooler. However, our last trip that we took long distance, that I think we had to, what trip was that? I think our last long distance road trip was when we moved my mom down from New Jersey. And I think that was the last time we had that cooler. We realized somehow we had a hole in the edge of the cooler. It was a fabric covered cooler that had a hard plastic insert. And don't know what the fuck happened, but something definitely did. And we noticed that there was a huge wet spot on the back seat, and we're like, what the fuck? And then we're like, oh, that's a problem. So I think we ended up getting rid of that cooler because we couldn't find it, or it became his toolbox or something. It might have became his toolbox. No, that was a different cooler. Yeah, I don't know what happened to that one. We looked and looked and looked and looked and couldn't find it, so we must have thrown it out.
Well, the one was leaking pretty bad. So
yeah, it had the hole. Like, the hole wasn't on the plastic insert. It was on the fabric that covered the plastic insert. But the plastic insert was sweating, or if the water tipped over the edge just a little bit when we moved it. Yeah.
I don't know what happened to that one.
Yeah, that's the one that we couldn't find. And I was really mad because that was not a cheap cooler. But we did get some use out of it, so it wasn't like it was brand new.
Yeah.
So, I mean, while I'm mad, I can't be that mad. But we ended up... My hedges are not the same height. What is happening? Is the ground like that uneven here? Or I think it's just the way that they're overlapping, maybe. Must be. Because, like, my back edge here is not... very... It's like they're on a... What the fuck? Like, from here they look okay. And from here they look okay. From here it almost looks like they're tilted downwards. Like, look at that. Like, what the fuck is this? What is happening? Did I do something? I may have. Like, what is the problem? I didn't really plan on this section being that tall, but I think it's just me and the way I'm looking at it. That's gotta be it. Okay, so we need some treeage here. So we have like tropical trees over here. Oh, that's too big. Oh, no, 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 that's not what I wanted. Alright, let me just do it this way. So if we go with this, it's gonna be clipping into the walls a bit. It's also gonna be clipping over the pathway. So guests are gonna be walking into that. So theoretically, like, those would be all sorts of, like, fucking mangled. I don't really want to have a mangled tree there. Whoa. Buddy. Nope, you're still too big. So let's see what our options are. You're too big. I mean... You're interesting. You're a little open, though. I would like something that's maybe a little more fuller. You're too full. Okay. Let's see. I mean, the cypress is an interesting idea. But it's too branchy. Does that make sense? It's like too sticking everywhere. Banana palm is gonna be super tiny. And that's the biggest one. Now our beech tree here. I think could be a possibility. What happens if I put you about there? Alright, what if I take you up just a little? The sapling's not... I don't know what the fuck my voice just did there. But the sapling's not bad. Can we get, like... a couple of these bad boys in here? Maybe, perhaps? mean, that's not terrible. Alright, do we have anything with a pop of color? Need some color. I mean, that's colorful, but it's like way too big. I don't know if sunflowers quite feel right here. I mean, they might. We could try to make them work. Kind of sticking up. Okay, if I turn you just a little. So we need to make sure we get some lighting all down in here. So I've been watching a few different, well, I haven't been like diligently watching, but I've been looking at a couple different Planet Zoo YouTubers. Just kind of skimming through what they've been doing. And I've got a couple ideas for Oceania once we get done the building that we're currently working on over there. So I'm excited to get back into that. I was really hoping to work on that this week, but like I said, I didn't even have time to work on anything else. That kind of looks okay. Gives us a tiny pop of color in there that I think we were lacking here. Okay. Now this monstrosity. Actually, let's grab this guy. Don't think that's going to translate over the way I'm thinking it's going to translate over. Yeah, no. It doesn't help that, it doesn't help that, it needs to be higher than that, or harder than that. But the hedge is kind of poking through here a bit. Okay, that actually needs to be maybe one more. Actually, we're gonna have a thing there, so that's not bad. that's not bad. Okay. So what was that? 1, 2. I don't know if it's gonna be 2 or if it's gonna be 3. Let's see. Nope, it's gonna be 3. At least. Okay. So, this looks so off-center. Why? Is it because we're doing 3? Or is it because of that hedge? It could be an optical illusion. But I don't think it is, because if I have to, I'll reposition this thing, because I'm not like unhappy with this thing's placement. I'm kind of fine with it. And I'd rather have this looking okay. Second guessed myself there, thinking, no, 3's gonna be too... 3 is too much. Go back 1. So maybe that's where our trouble lies. Because these are not lined up now. Okay, if I take you off of Snap, do you think you could behave for me? For just a minute? Alright, I can live with that, I think. This one is a little... It's like right on the edge of that. You know what? It bugs me a little bit, but at the same time, it kind of doesn't. I'd almost rather try to... see about maybe shortening you just a skosh. But I'm just gonna take it. I'm not gonna fight with it too hard. Only gonna end in heartache. Okay. This guy. This guy is not. Can I get you to sort of line up here? Oh, I actually hadn't thought of doing that. It doesn't quite work there though, but what if we Bless you.
Sorry.
You don't have to be sorry for sneezing. Let's see here. So if we were to... Right, so that kind of looks like this is resting on this. Kind of. Where does this one sit? I wonder. If we were to attempt that. So kind of in the same place. Okay. Actually, let me... Oh. Alright, so if we duplicate you... Let me see. So you guys are off of each other. Just a bit. So what I want to try to do now is grab... So remember to undo those. Okay, let's see. Can I adjust you ever so slightly? Well, that looks a little more even. So those other poles might get a little bit more adjusted here. Like, you're okay, kinda. You're kinda not. So let me... Okay, you're not quite wide enough. That's the problem. Well, shit. I mean, like, you almost work. I could double it. What is this? Planet Zoo Beam Square painted. It probably does need to be something just slightly chunkier. That's stone. I really didn't want to do stone there. I wanted to keep going with some sort of beam here. I guess it is under columns because it's not 2 meter, 4 meter, 8 meter. Middle. I need something that's a little bit... I actually want a chunky piece of wood and I can't find what I'm looking for. What about you? Like, You're about the same width. I might just have to double you. Like, honestly, doubling it would probably just save me some aggravation. I mean, that's not bad. Are you gonna fucking flicker? Are you? I can't tell if you are just the sun shadows. I think you're just the sun shadows. Hopefully, that's all it is. So we sort of had a successful birthday dinner for the most part, it seems. I think. Dinner did take a little bit longer than I thought it was going to, but that's okay. That's partially why I wanted to move stream to tonight. I just wasn't quite confident on the cook time. So I didn't quite know when we were gonna be done. And the fact that my ass was up so fucking early for me right now. I feel like you're faintly flickering, but that might just be the sun. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're gonna take this down. There's probably a pretty good spot. Okay, now these guys. I think we can adjust these guys without too much fuss and fluff, perhaps. So this maybe about there. Do I have it like really? You are flickering. You know, that felt too good to be true. When I first placed you in there, I'm like, really? You're not? That seems odd. Or are you just gonna be pissy? Okay, so who's flickering here? Is it actually you? And the way you're intersecting these two? Maybe it was you two. Because now I'm I'm not seeing anything too terrible. Alright, so we're gonna grab this guy. You are so far away, and I have to be so zoomed out for this. More zoomed out than I want to be. Alright, so I'm always terrible at making this one type of building in here. But, after seeing a couple different people make them, with of course their own philosophies on how to make the thing, I think I have a slightly better understanding on how to make the thing. Oh. We're gonna get a beam right into the face here in a second. Okay, well, that's not terrible. Alright, I guess we should just do it this way. So I might, well no, I want this height to stay this way. More or less. Let's see, am I about in the, I'm kind of in the right spot, but is it the angle I want you to be at? Oh, your side is flickering, my friend. Why? Is your other friend like that? And I just didn't notice? Yep. Well, that's a slight problem. Ain't it? It's just ever so slightly a problem for us. Though that may have fixed it. Are you like that? No, you seem okay. You're gonna be a problem though. So let's see, where's my arrow? Why are you all the way over there? Nope, you're still having a raving good time. Alright. Question is, are you going to do this on every one? Are you going to be that much of a pain? That might have been too far. Maybe. Then again, maybe not. Alright, so what if I take that off? And we slide you... Oh no, you were about where you needed to be, I guess. I just didn't think you were. Because it looked a little strange. Okay. And technically we got one more to go. Right here. So technically we can call the restaurant itself done. I think we have to do a little bit more landscaping around it. Maybe find a shrubbery or a flower rather that looks like it would blend in there. And we have to finish landscaping around in here. Alright, now I kind of think we should have a solid roof over this guy, so let's come into construction. Don't know if I'm going to be able to pull this off because it's me. But we're going to see what we can do here. You okay? Do I need to stop? Okay. Alright, so I want a flat roof here. Question is, which roof do we want? We used sandstone as the roof. Not really roof, but as flooring. Over in the other sections. So I mean that could be a possibility here. It's not really very curvy though. I mean, technically we would probably want that to be curvy. And oh wait, hold on. Before I completely discount this, hold on. So what if we take you up to there? And, I mean, it looks a little heavy though, right? Because it is stone. We do have a painted wood option that technically might suit a little bit better here. So if we, let's see, that's that one. I'm not sure which one would be the better direction to go with here. It seems kind of even. Like, I'm hesitant to fuss it. It seems pretty good there. So if we were to do that, and oh really, we don't have angle snap on this guy. Will it? Okay, so if I do that, and this piece, I know, we're Angies. Okay, cancel that. Edit. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to split that one. I know, we're Angies. We're working on it. So, I mean, if we did something like this. If I can attempt to line this up. It's being slightly stubborn about it. But then we do have these two notches here, so maybe we actually need to into maybe, nope. I mean, it was an interesting idea, but it just doesn't quite work there. Dang. Okay. Well, I mean, all of those are gonna kind of be the same sort of shape. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Let's get rid of that. Okay, I want to select that group, so if we were to do that, oh, hi kitty. It's a Kit Kat. It's such a strange shape here. Okay, so what if I were to remove that? What if... Wait, that's domed on either side? Huh? I did not realize that was a dome on either side. I thought it was just a flat piece. What is this? Hexagon. Alright, well, what if we... just wanted something simple to slide in here. Apparently, simple is not allowed. I mean, if we just wanted to go like super simple basic, could probably just get away with something like that. know, I liked that thinner one, but at the same time, Chunky Boy might fit. No, thin guy's probably the better way to go here. I mean, we could have a little bit poking up, or we could go straight. Going straight to the top might be the better. No, 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 no. Undo that. Like, excuse me, sir. Uh-oh. It's Lester. Lester's here, everybody. Lester the possum. Oh my god. Stop that. I mean, that gives it a nice little... If I can get my camera to fucking cooperate. It gives us a nice little overhang. I mean, we could have gone glass there, but I feel like that would have probably been too much glass. Maybe? How are we looking on this side? Oh, it looks about the same on that side. Okay. So I think that's okay. Let's see, how do we... Oh, the hedges look weird over here too. Alright. Well, as long as the hedges look consistently strange, it's probably because of the way I was duplicating them. So, here's the question now. How do we want to start? Guess we'll come over to here. And we'll pull you over just a little bit. And we'll make you a little bit chunky. We might spin the wheel tonight. Depends on how long this landscaping pass takes us. I mean, we've got a little bit to landscape here still, but... Oh boy, all of the people on my Steam list, which isn't many, are very busy. One of my friends looks like they're trying to play Coral Island in VR, which I didn't know that had a VR option. Alright, let's see if we can get you kind of tucked into there. You know what? I'm gonna put the flashlight on just so we can see a little bit better in the shadow. Alright. So, I hope everybody did have a good week. We had a busy one. We had 2 failed attempts on the project I'm trying to do, because it turns out the wood that we had for it wasn't dry enough off the tree that had fallen, or off the limb on the tree that had fallen in between our house and the neighbors. Ugh. So it turns out that wood might need to dry for 6 months before we can do anything with it. And I'm like, fuck. Really? Normally, not a huge deal. But we were really hoping we were just going to be able to use that wood and not have to acquire any. It looks like we're going to have to acquire some, unfortunately. Mildly frustrating, to say the least. Because we were hoping to be able to use some of that sooner than later. So that's why we have to wait another possibly week or two, because we're trying to get a recording of our fire pit going to pop up on the channel. And I want to use a real fire and not a CG fire. So we have the fire pit. Let's do a real one here. It might be fake audio that we put on it. We'll see how our audio records. That's kind of dependent on what happens with that recording. We'll try. We don't necessarily have the right adapters for his phone. And we do have the DSL camera. It's really more for photo though, and not necessarily for video, but it can take video. So we might be able to hook up one of our good microphones for that if it comes to it. But we have to do that before the aunt and the mother-in-law return, because they're coming back with the RV, so they're gonna be stationed out in the backyard, and they have a big dog. Well, the aunt has a big dog. I think it's a Rottweiler. And sometimes she barks when we're back there. And his mom's not the it's the nicest way I can put this. If we tell her if she sees us out there, she's gonna be all up in our business and be like, "What you doing? Oh, you're making a fire? Oh, can I stay for the fire?" And if we say, "Yeah, but you have to be quiet because we're recording the fire," then she'll be like, start talking to us in the middle of it as we're fighting traffic. Traffic noises to get clean cuts. We've found one day out of the week where traffic doesn't seem to be too bad at a specific time. Like after 9:30, 10 p.m. on a Sunday seems to be about the day that we get the cleanest traffic noise. We tried to do a test recording the other night at like 9:30. And I kid you not, while we were out there trying to get this green wood to light, we heard a fucking leaf blower, and I'm like, what? I was like, Russell, is that a leaf blower? Who the fuck is using a leaf blower at 9:30 on a fucking Tuesday in the dark? Like, what? It might have actually been coming from Sonic. They might have been cleaning the parking lot, but still, I'm like, seriously. Any other day of the week, we're not out here or we could be out here trying to, you know, just stick around and have a regular fire. We don't hear that shit. But because we're out there trying to do something specific, I was like, for fuck's sake. Okay, so I might have to just kind of cope with them clipping through this part. I don't think they're gonna clip too hard through this section, but they might. Now, one solution that we could use to deal with that is I could just not stick anything on this end. We could do a rock. We could just do a lamp post. We might just do a lamp post. We'll see here how this goes. I wanna see what we can do here with getting this sorted. So we still have a busy weekend ahead of us. So tomorrow we have a whole shit ton of dishes from today to do. We have to do laundry. At some point this weekend we have to clean out the car. We need to go grocery shopping, I think on Monday. Just to grab, no, we don't need much. We just need a few things for our lunch at the zoo on Tuesday. Yeah, we gotta do laundry. We've got two zoo streams on Saturday. He fell asleep. He didn't really sleep last night. He was having anxiety issues. I didn't really sleep either because I knew I had to get up early. So whenever I know I have to get up at a specific time, I never sleep. I have alarm anxiety. I either feel like my alarm's not going to go off or I'm going to sleep through it. Or I'm also really good at turning my alarm off and having no memory of having done so. I've done that a couple times and been late for stream where I thought it didn't go off because the husband woke me up. He's like, "Don't you have a stream today?" And I'm like, "What time is it?" And he tells me. I'm like, "Fuck, I'm like 10 minutes late." And he goes, "You turned it off," so I wasn't sure. I said, "I turned it off?" He goes, "Yeah." I'm like, I have no memory of turning that off whatsoever. So apparently I can turn stuff off in my sleep. So every so often I have to change the ringtone on my alarm on my Kindle. I used to have a clock radio alarm. However, I learned the hard way. I'm a snooze button pusher. That the snooze button on that one that I had, if you hit it in just the right spot, it turned the alarm off. And I almost missed the bus for work one day. Fortunately, I tended to get up like an hour and a half, 2 hours before I had to leave because I'm one of those people that's really slow to wake up. Like, I feel like I'm trudging through molasses a lot of the times and I'm trying to become coherently functional. And, I never feel rested when I sleep, ever. I think it happened exactly once that I can remember, and it never happened again. And, yeah, so, like, I had to be careful when I was playing snooze button smash on that one. But, yeah, apparently I had enough coherency to turn my alarm off on my Kindle without waking up enough to actually remember doing so, which is quite a feat because you have to be some sort of coherent to realize which way you are swiping for the alarm, because you swipe one way and it snoozes it, you swipe the other way and it turns it off, and you have to like actually like touch it. So that was quite the thing. Oh dear, child's here. Outdoor child is here. He was mad last night that I didn't feed him. But we put food out during the day, and then Lester showed up. I think Lester ate his food, to be perfectly honest, because I just remembered Lester was here a few minutes ago. And Lester ate almost an entire bowl of cat food that we had out there. And then Num Num showed up like an hour later. I'm like, I'm not giving you more food. You've got to show up sooner, buddy. I don't have feed the possum cat food kind of money. And I'd really rather that the possum eat the fucking bugs in the yard and not go on a hunger strike and only eat the cat food. Like, I'm not gonna chase him from the cat food, but I also don't want to be strictly feeding him cat food. He needs to fend for himself a little bit. And we think the reason that we're not getting birds at our bird feeders right now is because of Num Nums. We think he tried to go after some birds that were chilling in the bird feeders. We don't really have any squirrels right now either, which is weird because we had a whole shit ton of them before. Like, we had red ones and gray ones, and we had the bird feeder, and we were putting peanuts out for them, and sunflower seeds, and wild bird seed. We had the gray mourning doves, I think they are. We had suet. We had some blue jays, some cardinals, some of these little brown sparrowy things. Every so often this weird, like, blue looking bird would show up. Not necessarily a bluebird, or it was brown with blue on it. It was some kind of fucking Arkansas bird. I don't remember the name of it. Last night, he was so mad that he has started to scale the screens on the windows, our porch. We have two windows that are right on the porch on our room, and he got mad that I wasn't coming out to feed him, and he started scaling the one window. I could hear him. The one night Russell yelled at him. He goes, "Get down!" And I was like, what? He goes, "Num Nums is climbing the screen. Like, all four legs are on the screen and he is holding himself up." I was like, oh no. No, no, no. I don't think so, buddy. That is not what we're doing. Now you're just taking advantage. You're not even really our cat. We don't know whose cat you are. I tried posting on one of the town Facebook pages. I'm like, yo, whose cat is this? Because it's hanging out at our house, and I don't know if he's lost or what. And not a single person said that was our cat. So either he's like a stray, or someone dumped him. And we're not entirely sure which is the case here. Okay, that's gonna be a little bit wonky right there. That should be okay though. Let's see, let's come down into nature. We'll come into gardening. I know it's not extremely fascinating with us doing gardening work here. Landscaping's never all that fascinating. But hey, maybe it's the same sort of fascination that it is for watching paint dry. I don't know. Like, that's not terrible. Not bad. Oh, that's big. There's a little guy. No, I think I want to put pots there. That might be a little too big. Take you across. Okay, so I'm gonna turn. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Actually, you are a little bit off. I don't know what people are doing, man, but my Steam list keeps going off like crazy with pop-ups of like everybody's avatars. Sorry if you heard that. He told me not to stop, so we might just be talking a little bit quieter. Let's see, are those trees in here, or do I need to go into the other one? Oh, what are they? Cedar? Where are you beautiful beasts at? Is this the short one? There's like a short one. Ah, what the hell? Okay, well that was the short one. Okay, so we'll do you there, and then I'm going to duplicate you, my friend. Okay, so yeah, these are a little bit off of each other. Like the whole area is slightly off, like at an odd angle, but that's okay. We need to figure out what trash cans we're doing over here. That we didn't figure out yet. I mean, we have the modern one, or the New World one. Question is, which one would look better? So, we've got this guy. Hang on, I gotta change how I'm sitting. You okay? Child's here. Child's here. Or he was here a minute ago. I don't know. I mean, this guy's a little clunky. I would really like you to be there. Oh, why won't... you... But I want you to be there. Okay, we ought to be able to like XYZ these things. Cause dang it. Why can't I... Like I want you like right here. You're not having it though. You're just like, no. Okay. Can I put one in between the bathrooms? Seriously? That's as good as we can get? Is that slightly... Oh, that's gonna anger me. It's off center. But why? I don't want you to be off center. Okay, you know what? We'll go there. I don't want you there. It bothers me deeply that you were that off center. And it kind of matches the planter. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, I guess we can put you there. Perhaps. What do I want to put here? I kind of want to grab these and run these down this way. Kind of do. Now the question is, those ones are curved, and we do have a curve here, but I almost think we'd be better off with the straight ones. Like, these guys are a little too wide, so I don't think it would work with them. But hang on. I wonder if we can pull it off with sorry, I need a chapstick badly. My fan's blowing and I just realized how much my lips needed something. Alright, so let's see. Do I still have this? Damn. Okay, so I'm gonna go just with that real quick. I was hoping that we still had this color on the color picker, but we don't. We long since chased that color off of there from working in Oceania. But at least we're able to get it back, I suppose. Alright, so let me flip you up. I'm gonna take that off of angle snap. Okay, so do we want, how high do we want this? How high do we want you to go? I mean, it doesn't have to be super high. Maybe we go like that high. Just enough to cause a little bit of, hey, what's going on over there? I want to go to that place. Alright, let's go. Okay, and of course we'll have to bring our wooden beam friends over. I would just bring them over now, but I'm gonna have to do so much fiddling that it's probably better that we wait. Yeah, the beams will hide that nonsense. Okay, so this is probably why people do so many speed builds, because this shit does take time. Like, sometimes I feel bad that it takes me so long to build stuff, but then there's other times where I look at other people's builds and then they're like, yeah, you guys saw the much cut down edited version. This took X number of hours to get to this point, so I mean, we're definitely not trying to win any speed races here. That's for sure. If you click just off of that, it like places it, and I did not want to do that. I wasn't happy with that placement just yet. Felt like it could have been slightly more pulled in. Now, are some people as fussy as I am? No. No, they're not. Ugh, I still have to get started on Christmas gifts. I don't know what we're doing for my mom yet. I have no fucking clue. I sort of have an idea, but I have to dig back through my art supplies to see if I can find the item that I need. I'm still not 100% certain I can pull it off, but maybe I can. And I can do something for the mother-in-law and the aunts that's fairly simple, probably take me a few hours. Depending on what I'm doing, it might not take more than a day. Depends on how detailed we go with it, though. So I think I'm gonna make them little snowmen Christmas ornaments, like face snowmen. I have some circle stencils now, so I should be able to needle felt those fairly quickly, I would think. And I have a stencil now that has snowman expressions on it that we can use. And I think one of the stencils might have like a scarf too. We can give them like different colored scarves and stuff. I don't know if anybody had a hat, but I'll have to check the stencils and see if I have a hat option. If I don't, we can always make one. So that shouldn't be too bad. We still have to do a lighting pass. I can't forget that. Well, I mean, now we definitely have to do a lighting pass along this walkway. Don't know if we're gonna do lamp posts. if we're gonna do, well, that looks pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright, I'm happy with that so far. We're probably gonna stick some more hedging on it though, I'm sorry. I know hedging is boring, especially when I'm not grabbing multiples at one go, but with the angle it's at, it's just easier for me to grab them one at a time. It makes more sense to me. Oh. You know what? We could actually tuck you in just a little bit more. Okay. So we could have actually started a little bit earlier tonight, but one of our friends messaged the husband and he's like, "Nerd night," and husband's like, "Huh? We're doing this tonight?" Because they didn't used to do it on Fridays. They used to have Nerd Night on Wednesdays. First it was Tuesdays, and then it got moved to Wednesdays. And now he's like, well, with class schedule and work schedule, he's like, Friday's probably gonna work out a little bit better. So I was like, well, okay, well, don't forget I had to move this afternoon's zoo stream to tonight, but our friend had to go to bed around 8, so he has a crazy early morning shift for Walmart. What do you think? One more? Yeah, one more ought to do it. Okay, so we'll get you slipped into there. Okay, alright. That's not too bad. I kind of like that. Alright. Okay, now, come, my friend. Oh, well, should I grab both of you? Yeah, you know what? You're gonna be easier to deal with if I just grab you both together, I think. Alright. Look at you. Kind of sitting pretty right there. So again, this is going to take a little bit of fiddling. Oh, really? You're still flickering? Stop it. Why are you still flickering? Okay, so I guess that other piece wasn't what was flickering that we thought we had fixed. You are just straight up gonna be a brat about everything. Okay, good enough. So you... I don't suppose we can be lucky enough that just an up and down's gonna fix you, can we? It did! Yay! That was an easy one. Okay. Sometimes they are not all that simple. Alright, so we'll... slip this guy around. And sorry this restaurant's taking me a little bit of time, but I'm trying to work on some new things here and just make this one look a little bit different. And this one feels fussy to me. It feels like we should... like this is a detail we should have. Although I don't know why I'm apologizing. It's my fucking zoo, so... we're gonna do what makes us happy. And right now, this is making me happy. Gotta remember to look at it from this side, because from what it looks like on one angle, it does not necessarily mean that we are there on the other. At least we don't have too much to do on these beams. And again, would it have been easier if I'd put the beams in first go? Maybe. Maybe. But I didn't realize I wanted them till now. Not 100%. I wasn't even really sure if I was gonna like how this looked in here. Because I've put stuff in before and been like, yeah, no. Feels a little much. Or I think we're on the right track, but we're not quite there. Sort of deals at different times. But this is... I think these beams here are giving this life. Like, it's breaking up the straight lines. I'm here for this. We are liking it. I always feel bad when I have to change the stream time. And we didn't do one in the afternoon because I have certain people that can only watch in the afternoon. So when I end up changing it to nighttime, I feel a little bad about that. But then again, you know, we do have VODs, so VODs are enabled on here for a little bit before they drop off. And then we also have the YouTube channel where the live stream copies end up going. So that way, if anybody missed out on a project or series when it was directly happening, they can catch up that way. I did get Monday nights Oceania bonus stream up on the YouTube channel. That went up last night, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. Or yesterday afternoon. I think it was yesterday afternoon. Oh, maybe it was around dinner. I don't know. Either way, it went up yesterday. So we got that up. Yesterday's Coral Island went up a little while ago. Does not feel like Friday because I had to push the stream back. I don't know what day it feels like, but it does not feel like Friday. Husband and I were talking and it felt like a fucking holiday. Oh, wait, where's the seam? Holy shit, where's the seam? Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, I am not that good at seam placing. So, like, what the heck? That feels too far, though. That's... Okay, there it is. I was gonna say, I'm not that good at marrying seams. I usually have a gap. Or something's a little weird with it. The only reason I found that was because there was a slight flicker on there. That was the only reason we found that one, so we're gonna have to use that over here too. Alright, and we'll pull that over. That's about where that needs to be, I think. Alright, so we just have a couple more of these to place. Not too many more. Alright, that one's a little more obvious. Just a little. Alright, and then get this guy in here. Alright, I think we're looking pretty good. Two more to go on this. And then I want to do one more shrubbery pass on the outside of this. Like along the front edge. That needs just a slight more. Morale. Hi, ma'am. What? Hi, that sounds so sad. Hi. Little says hello. What's the matter? You have foods. You should have foods. Yes, hi. She just wants to rub against my hand. But if I actually start trying to pet her, she'll try to bite me. I need my hand back, though. Hey, hey, hey. No bites. No bites, ma'am. That's not nice. Why don't you go sit with Dad? Dad's sitting on the bed. Okay, that looks pretty good there. Happy with that. I do want to grab one of these guys. And we'll stick you right right about there. Maybe we can bring you like about there maybe. I don't know how many people are gonna clip into you though. Hopefully not too many. But then you're kind of out from there, so I kind of want you. That's a little better. We'll do you there like that. See, that's fine. Alright, now. I thought I saw a really bad flicker. I think it was just the way the light was. Hi! What's up? You're like, hey, no biting! What is the matter with you? I don't know if she wants my chair. Or if she just wants me to give her cuddles. I don't know what her deal is. She might want me to comb her. But if she wants combing, she's gonna have to wait. My friend, your spring should be on the bed. I know you've got a cat toy there. They should still use this trash can. Even if the hedge is kind of tucked into it, I think. So, let's see. If they don't, they don't, I guess. That feels a little off there. I feel like we're just slightly... Okay, there's that. I don't know. It's probably not going to be that even on the other side here. But I don't know how much that really matters. Because of the wood brackets. Our little Q privacy screen thing that we got going on here. Wrong circle. That was even more wrong. There we go. Alright, so let's see here. If we turn this guy this way. Yeah, so in some spots it's going to be kind of slightly poking through the fence line, and in others it's not going to be. It's not going to be. There we go. Just because of angles and such. So I'm not gonna do another row of hedge after I do this one. Like, I'm not gonna do out here, I'm just gonna do along this edge, because then that's more than enough hedging over here. I don't want to go too crazy with it. I've probably already gone too crazy with it. But I think what we've got right here is probably just enough. Where we've got our little garden on the inside, because this kind of feels like a slightly more upscale, kind of modern-y looking place here. Although I don't know if you can call something upscale that you've named Grubs, but wouldn't that be funny? I think there is actually a Grubs restaurant chain, and that's not what this is supposed to be. We just named it Grubs because it was near all of the bug and frog exhibits and stuff. That's all that was about. We weren't trying to duplicate an actual restaurant chain. If I did, I apologize to the chain because I'm sure I did not do it justice whatsoever. Maybe this is like a zoo members only restaurant. Like for those that have membership deals. Not just for your average day trip person. The VIP membership. We've got a few more of these to go here, I think, still. I don't think we have a huge amount more, but we do have a few. Okay, that's a little... That was a little tight there. But we're getting there. So after we get this hedge done, we need to do a little bit more landscaping in that middle section. We don't need a shit ton more landscaping in there, but a little bit would be nice. And then we'll probably roll the wheel again to see what we're going to be doing next week. So we had a slight section of straighter bits there. Alright, so this guy I'm gonna turn slightly. Alright, because now we're gonna start turning outward. Okay. Part of me thinks that maybe we turned that a little too harsh. But at the same time, it doesn't have to be right up on that separation wall there. Like that wasn't really a needed to happen thing, that was just a happenstance sort of thing. Alright. Oh, we're almost there. Just have a couple more hedgies. And then the hedgies will be looking fairly good here. Alright, I'm just gonna kind of link those two together there. Okay. Oh, yes. That looks fairly good. I'm fairly happy with that. Okay. Now, we need to get some stuff going in here. You alright?
Yeah.
Where are you going? So we have the azaleas. I kind of want the hydrangea bush in here. I think that would give us a nice poof of color here. That's too big. Alright, yeah. Let's see what we can get away with over here. Nope, I didn't want to go down. No, I didn't. Thank you. So, I mean, we can kind of lift that up there. So, I'm gonna sink you back down just a skosh. Right, now we do have that there that I kind of want to cover up just a little bit. So we did raise that up a little. Okay, that's not bad there. So I've got you down there. So you're slightly kind of oblongy. Tell you what, how about we kind of sort of maybe settle you into about there. Your leaves are kind of spilling out everywhere. That's okay. So we can live with that. That should be alright. So that gives us two nice big purpley pops of color. These are the new, they're the new rocks. They're very black. Alright, so let's see. What do we got for some rocks here? So how about we put that guy there. He's a little small. Alright, how about we turn you a little bit. Oh, yeah, that looks a little better. And what are our other options here? Alright, I think I like that. Alright, then we have this guy. Yes. That doesn't look half bad there. And I kind of like that sticking up on the end there, but It kind of mirrors the other side a little too on the nose. So let's go with that. Alright, now let's see. I think that's, is that the date palm or is that the foxtail? I mean, we've got our cabbage tree, but that seems a little strange to just throw him in there out of nowhere, maybe. Kinda sorta like to maybe keep you in a couple of spots over here. Oh, you're invading the... Oh, we have to still put the sign on the ATM. I need to do that. Okay, well that was on that side, so maybe... we put you over here. Okay. Now. Do I want to go African Daisy? I mean, we could. Kind of sort of the same pops of color here that the hydrangeas have. Like, there's sort of the same shade going on here, which I think we definitely need this pop of color just to kind of break up all of the wood and stuff. That's alright, that one can grow up around that one. That's fine. Okay, so we'll grab this guy. Right, we're just kind of edging out this whole little area here, and I know a lot of the other Planet Zoo people are like, oh yeah, rotate your foliage and stuff. Some of them it doesn't look like it matters. I can see needing to do it on some of them, but there's others that no matter what way I'm turning it, it kind of looks the same. I will variate height now and then, but sometimes they just, no matter what way I rotate them, to me, it doesn't really look like I rotated it, personally. But that could be me and my fucked up vision, so. Alright, that's not bad. I like that. I like that. Okay, I think we'll leave that spot open there. Okay, so this guy, I would like to duplicate you to where? Where would I like to duplicate you? That would be a nice place. That wouldn't be bad. Alright, I don't think we're really gonna get that many people down here yet. I have a trash can? I don't. What trash can was being used on this side? At all. This bright green monstrosity. I guess we can put a couple of those. Like here and there, maybe. Until we get that figured out. So we never did fully finish landscaping the back side of this because I was kind of thinking, oh, I'll probably end up doing like a food court over here. And then we didn't end up doing that. So or I was gonna do bathrooms over here. I was gonna do something that didn't end up happening. Okay. I know I'm probably paying triple on every single one of those benches because there's so many, but I don't care. I like them. They've made me happy. And that's fine. Okay, so let's come back here. I'm looking for our H's because I've lost them. Where did you go? Oh, there you are. Now this guy, he does look a little different from different sides. So I can understand turning this guy. Like, I'm fine with that. And I get it. It's just some of them I'm just like, eh. Is it me being lazy sometimes? Probably. If you want an honest answer. But other times I'm like, I just don't see it. Tell you, I cannot wait so we can open the windows again and get some fresh air in from outside. It got sticky again, so we haven't been able to. I don't know. That feels like too much. This feels better. This clean line out here. I think I like the clean line better. I think I do. So let me put that there. Sorry, I had an itch on my leggy. Nope, 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 nope. That's not where I wanted to place you. Okay. Alright, so we're almost done with the landscaping over here. Maybe one more rock. And, maybe a couple more of our African daisies, and then we can do our final lighting. Pass over here. Alrighty, so we're a little close there. So we just have a couple kind of peeking up there. Alright. So we're gonna take the lights down so that we can do our last lighting pass over here. It's gonna flash. Maybe. And then it does it gently. Alright, I'm gonna turn off the flashlight here just so we can do our final lighting run. Okay. So you I know it doesn't really matter if that particular piece is like super lined up, but it just makes it a little bit easier for me when it is. Okay, so that looks pretty good there. Gonna shove one in there. Whoop. If we can get out of the bathroom, that would be super great. Alright, now stick a couple in our hydrangeas here. We don't need too many. Like just enough to kind of do some accents here and there. There. And that side's feeling a little dark. Okay. Bring you up here. Like, I'm not going to do all of the hedges, because that'll probably be a bit much. This is a entryway though, so I'm gonna light that up a little bit. Same with that guy. Alright, so I'm not getting these like meticulously in place, like centered under these trees and stuff. Like, that doesn't need to be that much of a thing for this. Like, I think we're okay here without going that overboard. I do think we need one on that side though. We probably went a little overboard on that corner. But I'm gonna let that be. Mostly because I'm just kind of like, yeah. Alright, so this over here, this is a walkway. Oh. Okay, hold on. We don't need power. That's a problem. Really? This side doesn't have power. Fascinating. Well, it's kind of showing us what it's gonna look like if we do have power. I will plop in a board, a solar panel board here in just a second. And hopefully that will take care of that. And then this should be lit enough. I feel like those guys were fine. Alright, so this is probably not gonna stay here. Okay, so I need staff. I don't remember what color staff pathing I was using here, but we'll just use that for right now. Oh right, the last thing we have to do. Now, I don't have any benches back in here. I don't know if we necessarily need them. That's the new bench. I thought we had another park bench that looked... Oh, there it is. Can I... Like, I don't know if I can... You would take up an awful lot of pathway there. That's like my big concern with that. Is that it does take up an awful lot of pathway. That's alright. We've got some over... We've got a shit ton over there. Probably way too many. Like, we could probably get rid of that one. And we could probably get rid of that one. The rest I'm okay with. Alright. So, last thing we have to do. I need to come into construction and our arch shapes. Yes. Oh, you are very large. Can I get away with this size? Maybe. So if we go A, T, and M. Alright, we will get where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? No, no, no. Signs. So these guys, like, remind me of, like, money symbols. They should light up here. Yeah, there we go. Alright, and then we need a light. Actually, I do like that there. And then maybe, let's see if I can bring you a little bit. So like putting you there, that pulls you off of the edge a bit. But maybe we can like do that. Right? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See if we can get this to work here. No guarantees. Okay. There we go. Grubs has been completed. Alright, not bad. I mean, it is a little dark over here, but that's something that we can deal with when we deal with over here. But I'm fairly happy with that. And eventually we'll have some people over here. Eventually. So let's go ahead and we'll bring the lights back up. It's gonna flash. It's always worse going back to light from dark. Always. Okay. Oh, Grubs is getting a little chuggy. Uh-oh, could we be seeing the end of Streamland Park? Oh, I hope not. I don't want to say goodbye to Streamland Park just yet. That's a little better after we saved, so. There's a lot of pieces in here, though. For my computer, there's a lot of pieces in here. Especially this monstrosity. That's a lot of rocks. Alright. So let's oh, thank you so much, Rabbit. Appreciate that. So let us grab the random wheel here. I wasn't quite prepared to have that ready. I don't like to leave it ready because there's a lot of ads on the page, so I don't want it to slow my computer down. There's the animal generator. Where's the wheel? There's the wheel. Okay, let me go back to my wheel because my wheel's got a bit more stuff on it. Alright, so...
You rolling for the next thing?
Yeah, we finished Grubs. So we've got a little fence line here separating our path walk up, and we've got a bathroom, ATM.
Fancy.
I really like how this wall came out. I think that definitely helped. I feel like we still need something here, but I tried to put a flowering shrub there and it just didn't work. It was too much. Maybe a greenery, but then it hides the hedge. I don't know.
Maybe just some low bushes or something.
Well, I've got the hedge line there. Maybe that like ground cover, that skull.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that the hedge is there, but it does nothing to break up the ground between it and the bench. So
if we could paint the terrain and I could make this grass a little bit darker, it would be a little bit better. But so we're gonna roll for the next thing. We'll be doing this next week. we'll be back to normal time next week also. Let me get the input here. What is this? Okay, so that's that. So we'll bring that up. Ignore the ads. I'm not paying for a version of this. Alright, if we get restaurant again, we are going to respin because we just finished restaurant. So let's see what we get. We've got shopping, animal exhibit, concessions, animal habitat, restaurant, and guest transportation and education station. Let's see what we get. We're running out of exhibit animals. Ah, shit.
Woo! Good timing, honey.
Alright, exhibit animals. So, let me switch inputs then. And we will bring up the animal generator and see what we're gonna get for that. That should be the right screen, yep. Let me make that a little bit bigger. So, exhibit animal. Alright, let's see. If it's an animal we already have, we're gonna have to re-roll. Oh!
What do we get?
That's a new animal.
What is it?
Spectacle
flying fox?
Yes, we have a walkthrough exhibit. This is gonna be our first walkthrough. Wow. Huh. Well, interesting. I don't know where the fuck we're gonna put that. I feel like this is, well, now Grubs feels even more appropriate. I guess we can put them over here. That seems like a fairly decent sized area for that. So, and that'll bring some more people down this way. So yeah, I guess we're doing our first walkthrough exhibit in Streamland Park. Animal exhibit, next week. So next week we'll be back to 2 p.m. Central. We only bumped to 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. this week because I had something going on. So walkthrough exhibits are so cute. You've got one for the butterflies, and you didn't know the flying foxes were in the game. Those are part of the new Oceania DLC that came out 2 weeks ago? A week and a half ago? Something like that. So those are new. Brands, spanking new. I haven't even... I've had the butterflies in for a while. I haven't gotten the butterfly to come up on the generator, so that's good because we have all of the turtles in the game. We have all the snakes except for maybe one. There might have been a new snake that came in since we did the snake exhibits. And we have all like the non-spidery bugs in the creepy crawly cave. So yeah, so I think we'll probably do the flying fox over here somewhere, just to kind of pull some more people down on this outer pathway to come into Grubs to get some business going there. But yeah, so that looks like our plan for next week. So that's exciting. Now tomorrow we do have 2 more Planet Zoo streams coming. We will be in our Oceania parks. The husband and I have a challenge going against ourselves or each other, since we can't duo build in the same zoo. Well, technically we can if we swap the map back and forth, but our computers don't like that. They get chuggy after a while. We found it easier to just build our own and then compare them at the end. So we have our new challenge zoo that we started last week. Was it last weekend? It might have been last weekend. For the we're doing a showcase of the Oceania pack. So it's just Oceania animals except for the king penguin, because we're like, huh? We were scratching our heads about that, and it didn't really seem to fit. But that's like the only animal that we're not doing that's part of the Oceania biome. But we have specific build rules for certain areas, and we're still working on our entryways. He's going to be done his entryway, I think, tomorrow. He'll be streaming around 7 p.m. Central, as long as he's up to streaming. And I'll be working on mine around 2 p.m. Central. So we got the entrance building almost done last week. I have to do a lighting pass on it, and there's still some more odds and ends I need to do to it. But we're getting there, and then I have to finish out the front walkway, and then we have a garden section we have to do, and we still have a gondola station we have to do. So I'll probably be doing a second stream next week as well, just so I can stay somewhat within reach of him, because he builds a lot faster than I do. But that's what we have going on for tomorrow. If you've missed our Oceania Edition challenge against each other, that is going to be archived on the YouTube channel. Same name as here, same as Streamland Park is archived there as well. So YouTube channel is just NiseyBGN, same as here. It used to be called Meet My Totem. I don't know what it's going to come up. It should come up NiseyBGN though. So we've got all kinds of playlists over there for Streamland Park, for Planet Zoo. We've done some Park Attack. We've got the challenge zoos between the husband and I. We've got art stuffs over there. We got all the things. So don't forget to check that out. Make sure you turn your notifications on here, so that way you don't miss when we go live. I do try to post on what's left of Twitter, X Twitter, whatever the fuck we're calling it now. But I don't know how long I'm going to be there still, because if they do institute the required subscription, I will be out, because I'm not paying for that shit. So I'll post on Instagram or on YouTube community or something if I have to, or I'll just say, hey, there's put your notification thingy on. Oh, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. So that's the plan for tomorrow, and then Sunday we'll be back to working on our art stuffs. We will be needle felting along with Bob Ross once again. We're working on finishing season 3 of his Joy of Painting tutorials. We're not painting though, we're using fiber, we're doing fluff. And we're up to tutorial number 9 of season 3, and we'll be on our second session on that one, so we haven't gotten too far on that. And Monday will be the same thing as Sunday. So, oh great, thank you, appreciate it. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow around 2 p.m. Central, and we'll be in Park Oceania tomorrow. So you guys have a great night. Enjoy the start to your weekend. I hope you have a good one, even if it's a quiet. Sometimes we like quiet weekends. We like quiet time. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, and have a good night.